This camera can shoot up to 6K 60 frames per second in Red RAW, has internal 32-bit float recording, and has probably one of the best LCD screen I have ever seen on a mirrorless camera. All at $2,199, which is mind-blowing. Probably one of the most exciting cameras of the year, the Nikon ZR. And coming from a Sony FX3 user, this camera has a lot of things I wished my Sony has. And let me explain what. So first off, I use my Sony camera without an external monitor, and having a 4-inch huge monitor is a huge improvement because you don't have to put an external monitor and you can use this camera by its own. Second, it looks super cool. It almost feels like a vintage camera, which I really love. And yeah, I know they introduced this camera with a micro HDMI port, which is a bummer, but having such a big screen on the camera doesn't really make you need an external monitor after all. And if you want to build this camera up to make it more professional, you can just buy a red Komodo or get something else. This has its own marketplace for people that use the camera like I'm using it right now to record content that is high quality. And like I said, coming from a Sony FX3 user, the camera that I'm using right now, and holding this camera, it is very exciting because I get 6K resolution, something that I wished this camera that I'm recording right now has. And not only that, I get RAW, which is amazing because not all the time you have perfect lighting like I have in my studio. You have mixed lighting conditions, and editing and color grading RAW is on another level. But let's start shooting with this camera and see how the camera quality is after all. Alright, so this is my first ever shot recording on the Nikon ZR, and I'm really curious what you think about the quality. What I'm seeing right now on the screen is pretty crazy. This camera looks amazing. Not only that, seeing yourself on such a big flip out screen is absolutely crazy. And the autofocus, I think, is amazing. Like, I got used to Sony's autofocus, which is great, but this is pretty nice as well. All right, so this is another angle which you're probably not used to because I don't really use it. But as you can see, we can judge a little bit how this camera looks in two different situations, kind of. But what do you think about it? Like, do you like the image? Like, again, what I'm seeing on the screen looks amazing. Now, whenever I'm gonna grade it, probably gonna look different, but I'm really impressed with the image quality, how the camera feels while recording on it, and I think it's an amazing camera for content creation. Like, first few minutes with the camera are absolutely amazing.